Did everyone have their breakfast this morning? I also had mine. It was delicious and was prepared by my mom. My grandmother handed me a few almonds and walnuts. My father gave me a cup of tea, smilingly wishing me luck for the day. This similar routine would have happened with most of you guys this morning. I am telling my morning routine just to make you all introspect a vital aspect of our lives which we always tend to ignore. I always question myself that the things our parents do for us, like waking up early in the morning to prepare our breakfast, helping us finish our homework, cook for us, or the things that our grandparents do for us, like telling us stories of their childhood, giving us home remedies when we are sick, or oil our hair, etc., is out of sheer love, or is it their responsibility to do them so they are doing them? After giving it a long thought, and after observing my parents and grandmother, I have come to a conclusion that these small things that they do for us is only out of the sheer love that they have for us. Parents, either rich or poor, belonging to high class society or low class society, belonging to any community, have only one aim in their lives, that is, to provide the best education to their children, to provide their children with good health, to take good care of them, and to fulfill their this one sole aim. They try to earn enough so that their children have no complaints and have nothing and everything that they want in their life. And what do they expect in return? Do they expect us to grow as engineers, doctors, lawyers, and actors so that we earn money and return it to them? Do they expect us to provide them the same luxurious life that they have provided us with? What I have understood from my family, from people around me, is that they do not expect all this. No, all they expect is love and respect in return of all the generosity that we term as their duties. My parents don't expect me to become an engineer so that I can earn and return them the money that they have invested in my education. They want me to become an engineer as I choose to become one. They wish that by becoming an engineer, I'll be able to provide a better life for myself and for my future generation. They want me to get the best education so that I don't tread the wrong path in my life. This relationship that we share with our parents, with our grandparents, with the other members in our family, do these relationships always have to be one way? They showering their endless love upon us, and in return, we getting higher education, getting settled in life, maybe in the US or any foreign country, thousands of miles away from them, and forgetting the love that we originated from. Don't we have a responsibility towards them? All we owe them is a little love, a little respect, and a little time out of our busy lives. Just 2 minutes of healthy conversation can bring a huge smile over their faces. Our talking to them for barely 2 minutes on phone when we are away can do wonders. From my very own experience, a small thing happened this summer that might have not been a big deal, but it impacted me to such a great extent that I was grateful and blessed to have such beautiful souls as my family members. I was in Spain this summer for student exchange program for a month. I used to converse daily with my parents over video chat for a few minutes. One day, while I was on a tour with my extended family, the battery of my phone got discharged, so I just put it in my bag and got engrossed in admiring the beauty of a new place that I was visiting. After a long, tired day, when I reached home at night, I took out my phone and plugged it on charger and switched it on. I had many missed calls from my parents, few from my brother and my grandma as well. I was frustrated and irritated to see so many calls from them that I wrote a message on a family WhatsApp group asking them that what was wrong with them to call me so many times in a matter of just a few hours. As soon as the message got delivered, I got a call from my dad. He was on speaker and everyone else was around. And I was shocked to realize that they had not slept the entire night waiting for one assurance from me. All they wanted to know if I was okay. All they wanted to know if I was well and was not in any trouble. That was the day I realized how much they cared for my well being. That was the day I promised myself that I would never do anything that would bring pain to them. After all, they have given me a right to choose my own path in life. They have given me a right to be my own person and to have my own thought process. At least I owe them my love, my respect, in return of all the endless generous love they shower upon me. So I promised myself that I would never raise my voice on my elders, even when we have conflict in our thoughts. I promised myself that I would calmly try to make them understand my point, but would never disrespect them. I promised myself to spend at least an hour in a day with my grandma, with my parents, and with my loved ones, just to see them smile. I feel fortunate enough to have understood the value of valuing our elders early in this age. But there are so many families out there, so many parents out there, so many elders out there who suffer from mental and emotional stress given to them by their children or by their grandchildren. They spend their entire life just waiting for the young ones to speak a word of politeness in a day, but all they get is humiliation day after day. All they get is disappointment. Even after this, our elders, not even for a second, regret their generosity for us. They don't regret showering such love upon us. The other day, our maid, weeping hysterically, told my grandma about her son who had thrown her out from her own house. In spite of that, she just wanted him to be happy in his life. This is parenthood. It's not just her. Trust me, it's not just her. It has become a situation of every second house in our country. Bagban, a Hindi movie, where none of the four sons are ready to keep their aged parents, is an example of today's burning society. When children cannot take care of their parents and consider them a burden, they admit them in an old age home, forgetting that the same might happen with them as well when they become old one day. There are about 728 registered old age homes in our country where most of the inmates are neglected parents abandoned by their kids or parents whose kids are staying abroad. As they start narrating their personal stories, their eyes swell up and voice starts choking. How selfish we all are becoming, that we easily forget what they have done for us. It is something that is literally priceless, something that cannot be compared with anything in the world. In this competitive world, where youngsters are running after their dreams and making this world a materialistic one, they often forget to give time to their elders. They tend to neglect the roots which made them the shoots. I am not saying chasing your dream is wrong, but if you're not grateful to your parents for whatever they have done for you, I think it is high time you start introspecting and valuing them. They compromise of only 8.5% of our population. Even if we can't respect them, at least let's not disrespect them. Thank you.